Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all alright. It's nice to see you all. It's Martin here. Um, I know in the past I have spoken about my own mental health and and my history of mental health, depression, and and that. I just wanna. I know that I've come on here and talk and spoke about it, but um I just want to give a message to anybody out there um, with mental health. As you know, mental health is something that can't be seen. It's something that we can't prove that we have it, you know. And I don't mean this insultingly, but, you know, we're not, because we haven't got our arm in a sling or our leg in plaster, we're not in a wheelchair or anything. And I mean, I've never we just don't have no proof of we look fine, because there might be a day where we're absolutely fine, where we could walk to the shops, we go out and get shopping because we have no choice but to. And then we have people judging us saying, oh, well, you can do this, you can go shopping, but you can't go to work, or you know you can go and see a friend, but you can't do this or you can't do that, and there's some things you can do, some things you can't do. And oh, Soxy's just come in, like, because I think he knows I'm doing a video, so yeah. Hmm. You just want to be. You do, yeah, yeah. I just come then. Half your pops. Go then. Good boy. um. Yeah, my message is to people who have anxiety attacks, who has anxiety, panic attacks, depression, mental health. It all comes under mental health. Anybody, I just want to reach out to anybody. If you have mental health, please, please, please do not feel ashamed. You know, and if there's some arsehole out there that's coming out with things like, "Oh, just get over it," you know, pull yourself together, and not only do they not understand, they don't want to understand. They don't give a shit because they don't have it. They don't give a shit because they don't have it, and they don't want to understand. And although we have it, we have mental health, they can't see it. So they put it down to us just having a little bit of a bad day. Oh, we got out of the bed the wrong side, kind of thing. And anybody who thinks, I mean, I know we haven't got a sign around our neck saying we suffer with mental health, or a big arrow above our head saying that we have mental health, but, and it is hurtful. Anybody, I don't, tolerate bullying um, at all. And there are some people that just will get over, a comment, someone says something arsey to you, you can just sort of shake it off, or be like, oh, do you know what, fuck you. I'm like, but when you say an arsey, snidey comment to somebody who has mental health, it takes us fucking ages to shake that off, and sometimes we can't even do that, you know? That will stay with us for the rest of the day, the rest of the year, the rest of our lives. Um, but I just want to say to people, if you have mental health, don't ever, ever be ashamed of having it. Don't ever be shut down by people. Don't ever feel that, don't ever feel like, like, oh, I've got mental health, like, don't even feel ashamed about talking about it. Don't make people feel that, like, there'd probably be people out there be like, oh, here we go again, mental health. playing the mental health card, like, you know, and I get people. Sometimes I used to hesitate saying, my mental health, you know, I used to be afraid of saying it because in your back of your mind, there are people that would be like, oh, here he goes again, talking about his mental health, bore, boring, talking about his mental health again. Don't fuck them, honestly. Do not let people make you feel that you can't talk about it. I remember I was um, this was years ago. This was oh god, how many years ago? Probably about 17 years ago. 2000 and 2006. Because I've been at Tesco's for 16 years. I started in 2008, so probably, yeah, 2006. I was around a friend's house and he had one of his mates there, and I got on to talking about depression. And he said, "How long have you suffered with depression for?" I said, "A good couple of years. I'd say about 4 or 5 years." He pissed himself laughing and said, "That's a fucking long time to have depression." Right? If you ever get RCCUNT comments like that, you ever get comments like that, at the time I didn't have the confidence to say anything back. I said I have good days and bad days. You know, when people turn to you and come out with, "Oh, pull yourself together. Oh, suck it up. Come on. You're making excuses. Get yourself together." And, "Oh, that's a long time to have depression." You are, I'm sorry, but not only do they not understand it because they don't have it, they don't want to understand. Wait for the day that you're having an anxiety attack to the point that you can't fucking breathe properly because you feel that you're having a heart attack. You think you're going to fucking die, right? You wait to the point where you literally can't walk out of your house, right? And even go to the shop to get something, to get a pint of milk, right? And you're stood like at the front door because you're frozen and think, oh my god, right? You wait to the day that you start distrusting people. You find it hard to trust people. You find it hard to trust the people you do trust. You start questioning because you've been fucked over so many times by disloyal people, because people play on your mental health, because they play on your niceness, because you have a friend that they've already made plans and they can't meet up with you. You start distrusting them. Is that a word? I'm making up my own words here. You start, because you've been fucked over by mental health and you've been fucked over by people in the past hurting you, that when someone does have to let you down because something comes up, you start questioning, oh my god, are they really a friend? Do they not want to see me? What's wrong? I mean, sometimes even at my confident, and my friend Carol has noticed when I'm sitting in McDonald's with her, I'm like observing everyone and I'm watching, and I am listening to what she's saying. She knows I am, and I'm just like looking all around. I can't, I'm looking, that's your anxiety. That's like you're being aware of, like if something's going to happen or, I mean, when I went into Tesco's, as soon as I got to the door and I had to hand in my fit note, I was shaking like a leaf. I had all these things going on in my head saying, oh, well, he's walked all the way here, so he looks fine. He's standing around talking. He's gone and bought himself a bottle of water and a sandwich. Nothing wrong with him. I had all that. I was literally shaking like a leaf. When I went to Pride on Saturday, and even before I had a couple of drinks in me, I was a bit piddled, but I was the happiest. I was the happiest Larry. I felt really free and just, I didn't feel anxious, and I didn't feel like, I didn't look around people. People are looking at me, or, are they judging me? I just felt myself. I really did, Um, but I just want to say to people that, do have mental health, please don't ever, ever be ashamed of admitting that you've got it. Don't ever feel that you should be made to feel, that you have to. Don't make people feel that don't let them shut you up. Don't, you know, um, like, I don't know, little things like if you say, I've got mental health, and they roll their eyes that, oh, mental health, no, don't don't let them shut you down about it. You've got it, you talk about it, and if they don't like it, well, then they can go fuck themselves. They don't understand it because they don't want to. Not because they don't have it. They don't understand it because they don't have it. They don't want to understand. They couldn't give two shiny shits, you know. And any nasty person out there who's like, oh, get over yourself, get over it, you know, you know. Well, you wait till the day that you have it, you know. You wait till the day that you think that you're so fucking low that you don't trust anybody, you don't trust anyone in your family, you don't trust your friends, you're at your lowest, and you feel that the only way out is taking your own life, and I'm talking from experience, and you're sat in a hospital all dripped up, and with yeah. um and there has been times where I felt like, do you know what, I don't want to be here no more, you know um and I feel like the best thing is just to down a bottle of JD and just fall off top of a cliff. But I know that's. But when I get to thinking about it, I think of all the people that I'd leave behind, and I remember when I lost my mum, um, how much how much that broke me, and how much I wanted to be back with her. The pain of not being with that person in person anymore, you know. And I thought to myself that that's not the way out, you know. You can hit your lowest, but that is not the way out, you know. Because I thought to myself, if that was to have happened, that I wasn't here anymore, that I did take my own life, you know, how my friends would feel not seeing me anymore. My favourite customers that like to come to my checkout think, where's Martin today? You know, people finding out on Facebook, you know, you guys having to read that you're not going to get any videos from me anymore. And I think that just woke something up inside me, you know. And mental health, I mean, and I've started calling it, but I've probably, like, someone else has probably already come up with the name, but I call it me, myself, and my mental health. And but do not ever feel ashamed about feeling that you're on certain tablets. Don't ever, 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 just because some wanker out there is making you feel bad because they don't have it, because they don't understand, because they don't want to understand. Do not feel bad about mental health. Never feel bad about talking about it. The more you talk about it, the more you're owning it. You're owning it, and And it's like, do you know what? Yes, I do have it. Yes, I do. And it's not a nice thing to have. It's not a nice thing to live with. You have good and bad days. When you have good days, you know, even if it's to walk to the shop to buy a pint of milk, you've done something. Your baddest day is just the worst day ever, but do reach out to somebody that's close to you, and even reach out to me, honestly, and talk to me, and I will message you honestly. You've got my email address. I will put my email address, but that's my message to people. Anyone that has mental health, don't ever feel ashamed about talking about it, and don't ever let people make you feel ashamed that you have it, and don't let them make you feel bad about talking about it. You own it. Fucking will own it. Honestly, I mean that. Own it. And because it is kind of helping you bit by bit. It won't ever go away 100%. There'll be days where it's you versus the mental health, and then it will win. It will take over you, because there'll be a day where you don't feel like going out and you want to stay in bed. But there'll be days where you win, because you will go out, and do something, even if it's for a cup of tea with a friend or something, and you win, so it's always a constant battle. And the more I believe we talk about it, because I found it hard to talk about it, not only because it used to upset me, but I could feel the feeling of what it was like to have mental health and anxiety and depression and all that. I could feel it, but I just couldn't physically say. I couldn't put into words. And I suppose there's still a little part of me now that when people say, thank you for talking about it, because you've helped me. And anyone out there that has it, talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about what it makes you feel like. Talk about it. Because the moment you talk about it, you should be bloody proud of yourself, because you've helped yourself by talking about it. You've helped yourself bit by bit. Right? Probably not 100%. Even if it's helped you 10%, And not only has it helped you, but you've talked about it, and that day you have helped somebody else and you've saved a life. You have. Because they will hear you, because they like you, they will hear you say, oh my God, they've talked about it. So do you know what? I can stand up and say proudly, I have mental health. I can talk about it. I can admit that I've got it, and and not be ashamed. So yeah. So you own it. And the ones that don't give a shit about it, fuck them. So I just want to say a massive, great big thank you for listening. And honestly, honest to God, thank you for listening. And I do hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to drop me a message, please do. And I'm slowly replying back to your messages on my last video, and I will reply. And I love talking to you. I love replying back to you. And I really do hope that this video has helped you. Take care of yourselves. Take care. And Marty loves you. And Marty, he will always be here for you. Honestly. Take care. Remember, own it. Own it.